people in the Philippines and around the world. It's so hot in the Philippines. I didn't comb my hair, I just used my hands to comb it after shower. I already showered. Now I reheat my salmon leftover. We're going to eat. Guys, up guys. Guys. Angel! Hi guys, shout out guys. Welcome to my live guys. Now guys. Let's eat. No, I'm eating. I am eating. You can see it. You can see it. Maybe if you give colors, I will do. But you can see it. Are you blind? Mm. Okra. Let's eat, everyone. Kain. Kain, kain. full already. More rice is life. Yeah. Why you ask? Isn't that obvious? No. No. I'm from Luzon. I'm from Luzon. I grew up in Visayas. Why you ask, Luffy? Why are you asking? Okay. Rudy Eriheta with Autism Homestead. Hello. Welcome to my live. I got a shout out. $11:27 p.m. Oh, it's bedtime for you, Rudy. Don't forget to like and share, subscribe to my channel. Full, 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 full. Where are you now, Luffy? Where you live, Luffy? Okay. How old are you? Oh, you're very, very, very young. You're still a boy. Yes, I'm very young. I see you. I'm going to subscribe to your channel, ate. Okay, thank you. I subscribe your channel too. I see you. There's Luffy. So I watch your videos now. Don't forget to give thumbs up. FilipinaRaquelTV. Thank you so much. Do Bicol Express. You want next time do a cooking live stream? Yeah, I'm doing that later on. I'm about to cook, but since my son and my daughter is not here, she's with her best friend. Um, yeah, but this is our brunch together. So probably I will cook for dinner time early. Yeah. But I'm not going to cook Bicol Express because yesterday and today, last night, we already have pork nilaga or nilagang pork, nilagang baboy, you know. So we already have pork. So today's dinner is going to be a vegetables like squash. So I'm going to cook squash with ground pork. Still ground pork, but still, I wanted more on vegetables. for my children. So, yeah. Have you been into the beach this Holy Week? You and your family, Luffy? Have you been swimming? Where? Where you been swimming? I don't remember what's the resort name. Ah, okay. Nice. Do you want to get more views and subs? Or Raquel? Okay, Raquel. Yeah, why not? You have more channels. Of course. I wanted to. Always post cooking videos. Yeah, that's my thing. But I'm going to fold clothes now because even if the bash on you, well, that's normal. A lot of people, a lot of haters, a lot of disrespectful people, but there are more good people. So I consider them as a viewers, even if they're bashers. But yeah, I have to leave some respect for myself. So I have to remove such harsh and disrespectful and you know words that doesn't has to be on my live stream. So I just remove it. That should people know that I don't consider disrespectful words or whatever. You are not alone. Don't give up even at the lowest times. Yeah, I don't. You're right. You're talking to me like you are an adult. You know, you said you're just 11 years old. You are talking like an adult. Luffy. What grade is your daughter? Oh, she is already grade 9 soon. This coming, this opening class. You know, she will be grade 9. They always said you are not ugly, society is. Really? Where? Which society is that? Luffy. No, we are all beautiful. God created us all, so we are all beautiful. Nobody is ugly. Unless if someone mix up with ugly attitude, that makes people ugly. Because being pretty is also not just outside, it's also inside. So if someone is ugly inside, then they are ugly. That's what makes people ugly. They always judge you. I know, Luf. I see that. But I'm used to it already. But they can't, I don't agree with their judgment because they're not God. I only agree with judgment if God says so. How many subs I have? That's 34.5. That's 34,000. Luffy. Luffy, excuse me. I will have to clean up this one, and I need to fold the clothes here. Because then I will. Excuse me. I need to clean up. I have to clean up the nest here. So I'm holding clothes. This is Cardi while busy at kusina. I have to be busy. I'm a busy mother earth. Always busy. That's being mother earth, you know. This is Cardi. Your videos are so amazing. Thank you. Thank you, Luffy. I'm a full-time Mother Earth and I do content creator. This is my content. I'm a full-time Mother Earth, taking care of my children. And showing my reality life. This I'm doing, cooking, whatever I do, I share. Tambay dito. Thank you, Adi Sucardi. Now I'm folding clothes. Smell. Because yesterday I was washing clothes, so now I'm folding clothes. My son is in his room. He don't like too much in camera. We are camera shy. I think we have some videos on my phone. I don't know if I created that. Sounds? Walang sounds. There is sounds. Oh, there. Do you miss your childhood? Oh, yes. My childhood was amazing. It was paradise. Because I grew up in the province. You know, growing up in the province, surrounded with beautiful nature around, is amazing. Like, I live just walking distance away from the ocean and also walking distance away from the mountain and river. That's amazing. Well, now I have to have certain amount just to travel. That's not right. You know. So for me, it's good to be surrounded with nature. Then you don't have to have so much money just to travel. Yes, I love ocean. I'm a water person, so I grew up always swimming. Swimming. I can swim all day in the ocean, like a mermaid. Yeah, and we climb to the tree, jump from the tree to the ocean. You know, we catch fish. We catch a lot of fish before, and looking for shells, healthy ones, and we cook them and eat them. We used to have a fishing boats before in the province. So we always eat fresh seafoods. Oh, I almost drowned when I was 7. Oh, really? Me too, when I was 3 years old. I learned how to swim when I was 3 years old. Because I always like to go to the ocean by my own. It was because there was sea snakes trying to get me. So that's how I learned. So I had to struggle. I struggled how to swim away from the sea snakes. Because there was a sea snakes trying to catch me. Then that's how I started to swim. So I learned how to swim 3 years. That's the time we just moved from Luzon to Visayas, because Luzon is my birthplace and Visayas, that's where I grew up. That's where I studied my kindergarten, elementary, grade school, and high school. Yeah. When I was trying to find crabs, something pulled I'm in the ocean and I will freak out. Oh, really? That's not good. So you are very lucky. Very lucky boy. I tried diving myself in Bohol. My first dive is in Boracay. Then I went to Bohol and then Mindoro. So I was diving. I also experienced diving. I was drowned as well, totally gone in this world. And then I was crucified, and I'm thankful to God that I'm still alive. Have you ever traveled in different countries? Yes. My first country I visited it's not visited, it was work. So we do some programming for veterinary clinic and in Malaysia and also in Singapore. That was when I was like 19 years old. And then I've been also visited Hong Kong, China, in Thailand, and India. I also visited Europe, Amsterdam, and Denmark. So those are the places that I visited. Wow, Singapore is a great country. Yes, I love Singapore because, you know, it's amazing. It's well-developed country, and I love the shopping malls. I can stay also outside the shop in the street because it's very clean. Saan sampayan mo? Sa labas. Why? Outside. Siyempre, sa labas kasi mainit. Where do you gonna hang your clothes? Okay, bye. My mom is calling me to eat soup. Okay, enjoy your meal. God bless. Thank you, Luffy. God bless, Luffy. Bakit mo tinatanong kung saan ang sampayan ko, Addis Sukar? Siyempre nasa labas. Saan ka ba nagsasampay, Addis Sukar? Meron din akong sampayan dito sa laundry area ko. Pero pag mahangin tsaka may araw, sa labas, sa gilid ng parking ko. Taga saan ka, Adi, sa Cardi? Hindi lang naman po. Piin ko kasi. Hindi lang yung labahan ko. Hello everyone. Don't forget to like and share, subscribe, FilipinaRaquelTV. Salamat, Adi. Thank you for sa tambay. Salamat. Play ko yung video mo, Adi. Minit yung cellphone ko na ito. It gets too hot. Road trip, Eringe music, Tilulit. This card, I play your video. Play ko lang siya. Tamsak ko. Ay. While folding, then your video is playing. Hello, Scott Murphy. Welcome to my line. How are you? How are you today? Scott. I'm folding clothes. Because I was washing yesterday, so now I'm folding it. How's your day been, Scott Murphy? Ardinesh Kumar. How are you? Hello. Welcome to my line. Don't forget to like and share, subscribe. I'm fine. I just finished my brunch. How about you? Not well. Why? What happened? What's wrong? Why not well? Stomach pain. Oh, I see. Have you been eating something? You have bad stomach? see toilet. I need to cook. Don't forget to give like, thumbs up, thumbs up. FilipinaRaquelTV. We eat breakfast, breakfast and lunch together, I think. I just finished. My brunch. Why brunch? Because it's breakfast and lunch together. Oh, thank you. Thank you. It's very hot, so I have to wear this. Very hot in the Philippines, right? It's a blouse, it's not a dress blouse. No, sleeveless. Here is also hot, yeah. I don't like the heat. Here is also hot. How many degrees here? You're in India, right? It is very, very hot. Yeah, you are in India. You should drink tea. Tea. So, or put some like oil in your stomach if you have stomach ache. Also, you're nearby airport. You see. In Mumbai. Done. Folding clothes. Only two. And all this later. Put these clothes here. We're our best friend. We are best friend. Who? Who your best friend? Me? Oh. You? Why you consider me as best friend? You don't have friends in India? No friends in India. Why? Why is that? Lots of people in India. Bring this to outside. Wait lang ah. Tell me your best friend. I don't know. I don't know about best friend. Wait, I get water. You know, I'm a Mother Earth. I can't sit still. I have to be worried. Many things to be worried as a Mother Earth. Oh my Lord, it's just too hot everywhere here. I don't know really you, Ardinesh Kumar, so I don't know. I can only be best friend with someone I meet personally, you know. Lovely Freya, hello. Lovely Freya, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. FilipinaRaquelTV. Ooh, too hot. Very, very hot. Let's listen to this guy say. Hi, lovely Freya. How are you today? Don't forget to give thumbs up. Subscribe FilipinaRaquelTV.
Give your all, to invest everything into a relationship. You pour your heart into it. You give it your energy, your time, your love. But there's something you can't shake. Something deep inside tells you that no matter how much you give, no matter how much you try, it just doesn't feel right. You ever had that feeling? That gut-wrenching sense that you're being used? That you're just a stepping stone, a convenience? Let me tell you something. People don't always have the courage to be upfront with you. They don't always have the decency to be honest about their intentions. And so they stay close, but only when it's convenient for them. They tell you what you want to hear, but their actions speak a different language. They may call you at their lowest point when they need you to be their savior. They'll show up when it's comfortable for them, but disappear when it's your turn to need them. That's not love. That's not real. That's not someone who cares about you. That's someone who's using you. You see, when a person is only interested in using you, they'll keep you at arm's length. They'll never let you get too close. They'll keep you on a leash, pulling you in when they need you and pushing you away when they don't. They'll feed you just enough attention to keep you coming back for more. They'll flatter you, tell you how amazing you are, how much they appreciate you. But the truth is, it's all a game. A game they're playing with your emotions, your time, and your love. They'll make you feel like you're special, but deep down, they're not invested in the real you. They're invested in what you can give them. Your support, your kindness, your resources. They take and they take and they take.
Or time out if
but when the table turns, when it's time for you to ask for something in return,
no inappropriate words.
They'll suddenly be too busy, too tired, or too occupied. They'll find a reason to be distant. They'll give you just enough to keep you hooked, but never enough to truly feel valued. You ever notice how some people have perfect timing? Not the kind that shows up with flowers when you're down or sends a text just to check in when they feel your silence, but the kind that shows up only when they need something. When life hits them hard, they remember your name. When they're lonely, they suddenly care. But where are they when you're the one fighting your battles in silence?
Already take
Where
shower,
are they
you know?
when the tears fall and no one sees? That's when
I
you
don't
know
like
this ain't
this
about love,
sweating.
this is about need. It's about convenience. They show up when their world gets cold and they need the warmth of your loyalty, your comfort, your spirit. But when you need a shoulder, when you need someone to just be there,
Yeah.
you hear nothing. That silence, that absence, it speaks louder than their sweet words ever could, because someone who truly loves you won't wait for you to cry out for help. They'll be there before the tears fall. They'll sense the storm before it comes. But the person who only shows up when it's easy for them, that's not your friend. That's not your partner. That's a user. There's a certain kind of pain that doesn't come from being alone. It comes from feeling alone while someone you care about is right there. Right there, but still not present. You send the text, they leave it on read. You open up your heart, and they give you silence. But when they're hurting, suddenly they remember how to call. Suddenly they remember how to be kind. And you're so full of heart, so full of compassion. You answer, you pick up, you show up. Because that's who you are. You don't calculate your love. You don't ration your support. You give freely, fully. And they know that. They know exactly what kind of soul you are, and they take advantage of it. You become their emergency contact, but only during their emergency. And when the sun shines again in their world, they vanish. They go back to forgetting you exist. And you're left wondering what you did wrong. Let me tell you, you didn't do anything wrong. You just gave your heart to someone who never planned to hold it with care. It's always the same pattern, isn't it? You're the one who remembers birthdays, who checks in when they're quiet, who listens without judgment. But when you go quiet, when you withdraw just a little to see if they'll notice, nothing happens. No call, no message, just silence.
Yeah.
OMG, gusto ko nito. Ganda naman. I want.
May Tozawa Official, where are you from? Don't forget to give thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. Random guy. Don't hide, ha? Don't hide anyone again. If they're saying inappropriate words, that's the only time you time out. But I think R. Dinesh Kumar didn't say any inappropriate words. You don't time out people like that. And especially don't hide them. Only me can hide people. Right.
Your name. When they're lonely, they suddenly care. But where are they when you're the one fighting your battles in silence? Where are they when the tears fall and no one sees? That's when you know this ain't about love, this is about need. It's about convenience. They show up when their world gets cold and they need the warmth of your loyalty, your comfort, your spirit. But when you need a shoulder, when you need someone to just be there, you hear nothing. That silence, that absence, it speaks louder than their sweet words ever could, because someone who truly loves you won't wait for you to cry out for help. They'll be there before the tears fall. They'll sense the storm before it comes. But the person who only shows up when it's easy for them, that's not your friend. That's not your partner. That's a user. There's a certain kind of pain that doesn't come from being alone. It comes from feeling alone while someone you care about is right there. Right there, but still not present. You send the text, they leave it on read. You open up your heart, and they give you silence. But when they're hurting, suddenly they remember how to call. Suddenly they remember how to be kind. And you're so full of heart, so full of compassion. You answer, you pick up, you show up, because that's who you are. You don't calculate your love. You don't ration your support. You give freely, fully. And they know that. They know exactly what kind of soul you are, and they take advantage of it. You become their emergency contact, but only during their emergency. And when the sun shines again in their world, they vanish. They go back to forgetting you exist. And you're left wondering what you did wrong. Let me tell you, you didn't do anything wrong. You just gave your heart to someone who never planned to hold it with care. It's always the same pattern, isn't it? You're the one who remembers birthdays, who checks in when they're quiet, who listens without judgment. But when you go quiet, when you withdraw just a little to see if they'll notice, nothing happens. No call, no message, just silence. And that's when it hurts the most. Not because you need someone to save you, but because you deserve someone who notices when you're not okay. Someone who doesn't need a crisis to remember you. Someone who's present, not just when it's convenient, but always. But instead, you get half love. You get performance. You get presence when it serves them. And you tell yourself, maybe they're busy. Maybe they're going through something. And maybe they are. But let me ask you this. When you were busy, did you still show up for them?
God bless.
When you were tired, did you still check in? When you had every reason to walk away, didn't you still stay? That's the difference. That's what they'll never match. They know you'll answer. They know you'll be there. So they don't try. They don't prioritize you. You're not someone they plan for. You're someone they fall back on. And that right there is the truth too many people ignore. When someone only comes around when it's easy, when it's beneficial, when it's about them, that is not connection. That's consumption. They consume your light. They consume your peace. They take and take because they know you'll give. And the most heartbreaking part, you keep hoping they'll change. You keep believing that one day they'll see your worth. But the truth is they do see it. That's why they keep coming back. They see how good you are, how rare you are. They want to match it. They don't want to earn it. Because earning means effort. Because earning means effort. And effort is for people they care about. So if they're not making the effort, that tells you everything. You ever wonder why you feel so emotionally drained after every conversation with them? It's because you're giving from a place of truth while they're receiving from a place of convenience. Your sincerity becomes their comfort zone. Your love becomes their escape. But your pain, your needs, your silence, that's too much for them. They don't want the full picture. They just want the part of you that serves their purpose. You become a character in their story, not a partner in a shared journey. You deserve more than that. You deserve someone who checks in without being asked, who listens without waiting to speak, who sees you, not just what you can do for them. And until you believe that with your whole heart, you will keep inviting the same pain, the same pattern, the same disappointment. Because love isn't just about giving. It's about giving with return. It's about being seen, heard, and valued when it matters most. They make you feel like you're too much when you finally ask for something, like your needs are a burden, like your feelings are inconvenient. That's how people who use you operate. They minimize your emotions and amplify their own. They'll expect you to be available 24/7, but if you need something, they go quiet. They get cold. They make you feel guilty for asking. And you shrink. You apologize. You question yourself. You wonder if maybe you're the problem, but listen to me. You're not asking for too much. You're just asking the wrong person. The right person will never make you feel guilty for needing them. The right person will be honored to show up for you. Not because they owe you, but because they love you.
Yes! Thank you, Lord! Oh, thank you. Cancel order.
But because they love you. Because they care. Because your well-being matters to them. So if someone makes you feel small for needing basic emotional care, that's not love. That's emotional negligence. And it will eat away at your peace until you finally say, enough. People who only show up when it's convenient for them always have excuses. I've been busy. I didn't see your message. I've got a lot going on. But let me tell you something. People make time for what matters to them. Always. You could be across the world in a different time zone, going through the darkest days of your life, and someone who truly cares will find a way to reach you. Love finds a way. Effort finds a way. Excuses, they find an exit. And the longer you accept those excuses, the more you condition yourself to believe that you don't deserve consistent love. That you should be satisfied with scraps. That just because someone shows up once in a while, it means they care. No, care is consistent.
Scott Murphy.
Love is consistent. If someone is only present when they need you, they don't love you. They love what you do for them. And you need to start seeing that for what it is. Transactional,
Thank you, Scott.
not transformational. You become their emotional sponge, their motivator, their peace, their go-to when things fall apart. But you're never their celebration, never their comfort, never their consistent. They come when they're empty and leave when they're full. And the most painful part is you keep welcoming them back. Not because you're weak, but because you're loyal. Because your love is real. And that's the part they exploit. They know you're rare, they know you're pure, and they take your softness for stupidity. But your love is not foolish, it's powerful. And when you finally decide to stop giving it to people who only use it, your life will change, your peace will return. And you'll realize that being alone is far better than being with someone who makes you feel lonely in their presence. Don't let anyone treat your heart like a convenience store they visit when life gets tough. You are not a backup plan. You are not a temporary shelter. You are a home, a safe place, a light. When they ghost you and come back with a sweet smile, don't forget how that silence made you feel. Don't forget the hours you waited, the tears you shed, the conversations you had in your head while they were off living like you didn't matter. Don't forget how your soul crumbled in the quiet. Because that's the part they'll never see. They'll only see your arms open again, your heart forgiving again, your time given again. And you wonder why they don't change? It's because they never had to. You keep resetting the story. You keep offering love to someone who sees it as optional, as background noise. And I'm here to tell you, it's not your job to teach someone how to love you. It's your job to protect yourself when they refuse to. It's your job to stop answering to convenience and start responding to consistency. Because love is not seasonal, it's not occasional, it's not part-time, and neither should you be. You don't need 100 people in your life. You need a few who show up every time, who stay when the party ends, when the masks fall, when the storm comes. People who don't just come around when they're empty, but who stand by you whether you're full or broken. And that starts with you. The way you love yourself sets the tone for how others love you. So if you keep showing up for people who disappear when you bleed, ask yourself, am I showing up for myself first? Am I loving me enough to walk away from what doesn't serve me? Because until you do, convenience will keep knocking, users will keep calling, and your soul will stay tired. You don't deserve that. You are not created to be someone's option. You are not a bandage. You are not a backup. You are a blessing. And it's time to start acting like it. It's a cruel kind of manipulation. When someone knows you're starving for love, craving connection, desperate for a moment of real care, and instead of giving you their heart, they give you crumbs. Just enough to keep you close. Just enough to stop you from walking away. One sweet message, one compliment, one rare moment of vulnerability, and suddenly you're hopeful again. You start believing this time, maybe this time it's real. But then they disappear, they pull back, they go cold. And you're left chasing a ghost. Replaying the good moment over and over in your head like it meant more than it did. That's how they trap you. That's how they control you, not with consistent love, but with unpredictable affection. And let me tell you something. Inconsistency is not love, it's manipulation. Because if someone truly cared, they wouldn't leave you wondering. You keep holding on to potential, not the reality of how they treat you, but the promise they flash like bait, that promise of maybe. Maybe they'll love you right, maybe they'll see your worth, maybe they'll finally choose you. But every time you get close, they pull away. And every time they feel you slipping, they pull you back in with just enough to restart the cycle. That's not love, that's control. They don't want to lose you, but they don't want to commit either. They want your presence without the responsibility. Your heart without the effort. And you're so loyal, so genuine, so deeply rooted in love that you accept the little they give and make it feel like everything. But that's not your job. You're not here to turn scraps into meals. You deserve a full table. You deserve to be chosen, not strung along, not kept on standby while they figure out what they want. They know exactly what they're doing. This isn't an accident. This isn't confusion, it's calculated. They give you attention when they feel you drifting and withdraw it once they know you're hooked again. It's the silent treatment when you need them most, and sudden warmth when you finally gain the strength to let go. It's emotional whiplash. One day they're calling you baby, the next day they're distant like you don't exist. One week they're making you feel like the center of their world, the next they're out there giving that same energy to someone else. And you keep trying to find the pattern. Keep trying to be better, to be enough, to unlock some magical version of yourself that makes them stay. But listen, the problem isn't you. The problem is they're only giving you enough to make you stay, but never enough to make you feel secure. That's intentional. That's manipulation.
Matagal akong nakaranas ng pananakit ng kasukasuan, pero ngayon, lubusan na akong gumaling dahil sa isang...
Feel secure. That's intentional. That's manipulation. You end up addicted to the highs and lows, to the thrill of their rare affection and the devastation of their absence. It becomes a cycle, a roller coaster, and it wears on your spirit. You start confusing anxiety with love. You start believing that love is supposed to hurt, to leave you guessing. You mistake emotional chaos for passion. And that's how they trap you, because you're not staying for what they're giving. You're staying for what you're hoping they'll give. For the version of them that shows up once a month and reminds you of why you fell in the first place. But love isn't supposed to be a gamble. Love isn't supposed to feel like a game of chance. The right love feels steady, safe, clear. And if someone only lights a spark when you're about to walk away, then that spark is